Hello everyone and welcome back to Algebra 1. Today we are going to start off with concept number 10, which is absolute value in equations and inequalities. Here we have our first example. Now, as you can see, this looks like a normal equation. The difference is that our variable, in this case n, has two lines on each side. And I'll explain more about it, but just know that that means absolute value. Okay? To solve this equation, what we're going to be doing is what we would normally do if it were just a regular equation. We are going to be solving for our variable. So let's start off. As we normally would, we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. This will leave us with 3. Now, this tells us that the absolute value of n is equal to 3. Absolute value is going to be graphed. Now, the way this is graphed is as follows. We're going to draw a number line. A number line with the 0 in the middle. Now, absolute value, what that means is its distance from 0. So the distance from 0 is going to be 3. So we're going to mark 3 on both sides of 0. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And these are going to be our 2 points. Okay? Now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be plugging in our 2 possible answers, or 2 absolute values for n, which is -3 and +3. So let's go ahead and plug those into let's plug in those values. Let's start off with +3. The absolute value, or the distance from 0 from 3, is 3. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So that is correct. Let's try it out with the next one. On this side, we have -3. So the absolute value, or the distance from 0 of -3, is also 3. Therefore, this is also true. Does that make sense? Let's go into another example with an inequality. Very well, for this inequality, it's pretty much already solved, but it's graphed a little differently. So let's go ahead and check that out. We know that our x is greater than 1. But remember, it's in the absolute value. So it's going to be graphed like this. We're going to go ahead and start off like graphing any other inequality. Look at our inequality symbol. Our inequality symbol is greater than, but it's just greater than. It's not greater than or equal to. That tells us that our circle is going to be a hollow circle. It's not going to be filled in. And it tells us that it's greater than. So it's going to go this way. Again, this is for absolute value, so that means the distance from 0, which means that it can also be -1. It'll be graphed in a similar way, which would be with our same circle, but going in this direction. And that is how we graph it. Let's go into your homework assignment for today. For your assignment today, I want you to solve this equation and graph for this inequality. When solving for this equation, I want you to graph and check your answer. For the inequality, I just want you to graph. Okay? So let's make a quick note of it. For the first one, you need to solve, graph, and check your answer. And for inequality, I need you to just graph. Okay? If you have any questions on how to do this or on the concept itself, please don't hesitate and ask. I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day. Goodbye.